All right, y'all. Hey, how is everybody? All right, ready for the next 48-hour check-in? Go ahead and like this. And spray some of the spray to cleanse the space. All right, you guys, let's see what's going on for your next 48 hours. What you guys are going to be picking up on energetically, what spiritual lessons you guys are learning, accomplishing, things of that nature. Right. I did add a few more cards. I think I added about like 12 more cards recently to this deck, and I'm still working on it. So let's see what comes out. All right. All right. Next 48 hours. Let's call on their ancestors of protection, spirit guides of protection. Give them insight, wisdom, advice on their situations and circumstances in the next 48 hours. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I said that wrong. It's not the next 48 hours. It's the next 7 days because this is a weekly check-in now. Okay, this is going to be a weekly check-in. So the next 48 hours could be significant, definitely, but it is a weekly check-in. So this is the energy for the whole week. We have a spirit animal brings in a message for you guys. So pay attention to the spirit animals that are coming around you and the encounters, okay? We have some intuition here. Pay attention to your intuition because there's going to be some sort of intuitive download as well. You are being led by your soul at this time. You're making soul-led decisions. So your spirit, your intuition is guiding you to choose things, to act on things, to be purposeful with certain things. Okay. And then we have fear-based choices. Okay. So your intuition is not going to pressure you. Your intuition is going to be very subtle and just be like very a matter of fact, like it is, right? However, this week you have to be very careful with fear-based mentality, fear frequency, period. Um, And so, root chakra work could be significant as well as the heart chakra work, making sure that you are in alignment emotionally with what you're doing and kind of checking your shadow this next upcoming week. And checking your shadow would be kind of testing the waters on, like, what is making me hesitant? What is making me nervous? What is making me second guess? Is it a person? Is it a statement that, or a statement or phrase or word that could be triggering me? Because it might not be a particular person, but it might be something that could have been said, mentioned, or brought up to you within this next upcoming week that can trigger something within your shadow that then create these fear-based mentality, and then will push you into your shadow attribute into making these fear-based choices, right? Fear-based choices based off of insecurity, fear-based choices based off of hesitation. Okay, these are the things that are popping up here. So intuitively, then now we have misaligned direction. Okay, intuitively, you will be guided in recognizing what is misaligned. Okay. Whatever is triggering some sort of insecurity, the insecurity then makes you think that you are focused on the wrong thing, paying attention to the wrong things, putting energy in the wrong direction. Okay. And then the hesitation thing will be like a distraction. So you'll hesitate to do something, you end up doing something else instead of the thing that you originally wanted to do. And that is also a fear based action. Okay. It's almost like uh, instead of me doing the thing that I really want to do, because it makes me nervous, because I'm hesitant on whether or not I could complete it, on whether or not it is going to be adequate enough, or whatever it may be that I may be thinking about, then what happens is that I will then present another option in my mind to do something else. And then I'll choose to do that instead of the thing that I originally wanted to do, right? And so therefore, make sure that you are paying attention to when your intuition is guiding you to do something, because you really feel passionate behind something, or you feel that you should be in a certain place, doing a certain thing, be around certain people, right? Versus you're making a decision to make yourself not so uncomfortable. Okay, there's a difference. There's a difference. All right, what's going on here for this weekly check-in? What's going on this week? Oh, okay. Yeah, some of you guys could struggle with just silence, or not necessarily being alone, just being still, not doing much, not moving around, not having plans, things not popping the way you want it to pop, right? So there's like this emotional residue that is present this next upcoming week for you, and it's being brought to the forefront because of the stillness. You make these fear-based decisions because you're not comfortable with the stillness, you're not comfortable with quietness or something like that, okay? And so you're actually being guided to push deeper into this, dig deeper into this and meditate, dig deeper into this and reflect, dig deeper into this and maybe journal, or, for some people don't like writing, okay, for many different reasons, okay? But nowadays you can literally get, you can buy a tape recorder, you can use your phone and record it and do audio clips as journals. There's journal apps that can allow you to video record or audio record, or audio transcribe, which is you talking and then it transcribes it, word for word. It just really depends on what you want to do, right? The whole point is that you need to reflect. There's a period of reflection that needs to take place. That's going to actually provide the insight on the thing that you're actually trying to purge, some sort of old experience that you're trying to purge, right? And this is the emotional residue that I'm talking about this next upcoming week, that is kind of resurfacing. It's almost like, imagine you trying to move on from a particular relationship, okay? And there's emotional residue there, and you can't get to a new relationship, that you can't invest fully in the relationship that you're in right now, or you can't develop a new relationship. It's hard to develop new relationships because of this emotional residue, okay? Because of some unfinished healing, right? And I'm seeing like this repetitive thing that happens with I'm going to distract myself. I don't want to think about this right now. I don't want to focus on this right now. I want to do this other thing instead. This feels too heavy. This feels too chaotic. This feels too much, right? So pay attention to that, because whatever that is actually highlighting to you the unfinished healing that needs to be done. Like there's some sort of purging that needs to take place, okay? And in order for that to take place, you have to be still. So there's like an issue with that, all right? So pay attention to that this next upcoming week, because I do feel like there's going to be a period of time where there's going to be silence, but the silence is going to be loud. You guys get what I'm saying? Like the silence is going to be loud. Maybe you're going to have some intuitive downloads when it's quiet. Maybe like you're going to have some like really hard epiphanies come in, whatever you start thinking about. Yeah, journaling came out. I knew it was going to come out. Journaling insights. Some of you guys, maybe some of you guys could even be like rereading some of your old journal entries and be like, wow, like I can't even believe that I allowed myself to be in those experiences or something like that. So maybe there's something that needs to be either it isn't on an emotional level or it's on an emotional reflective level. So if it's on an emotional level, it's within you and you got to purge it out. So there will be crying, there will be, probably moments of anger or whatever. However, if this is reflective, then this is like you rereading things. And when I say journal, I mean, don't think of just like a notebook that you're like dear diary, right? When I say journal, think of a notebook. All right, notebook. You could write music in, poetry in, um, little short stories, scripts, just random notes, whatever that is. Okay, it's a journal that you have that you write in that may have some sort of insights. Okay, and we have energy work that needs to take place. So when I say energy work could be anywhere from taking care of your energy, recalibrating your energy, focusing on your energetic body, energetic healing, right? Energy, vibration, frequency, spiritual body, that type of thing, right? And they're talking about the energy work that you need to start practicing is actually, it has to do with healing modalities, spiritual rituals, and practices. Okay, something that is sacred from a spiritual context, not a religious frame. Okay, but a spiritual context, because spirituality and religion are two different worlds apart. However, there's spirituality within religion. Okay, but there is not religion within spirituality. Does that make sense, right? So therefore, somebody here is practicing spiritual rituals meaning, every day, every week, every moon cycle, every few months, whatever. It is a ritual. A ritual is a repeat, routinely thing that is sacred, right? And so I'm seeing a sacred practice to balance, to restore, to empower your energy. That is the energy work that you need to do. Okay. I'm also seeing energy cleansing. This is coming from one of your elders, all right, from your spiritual council. This ancestor is providing insight from that experience. Like I said, the experience is the thing that you're purging. There's something old that you're holding on to that needs to be cleansed. So it can be removed by cleansing. It is very heavy. They're saying this energy is very heavy. It could even be either creating negativity or creating stagnicity. And so either negativity, chaotic energy, or stagnicity, nothing really happening. Things are going pretty slow. You're like, what the heck is going on, right? The energy is causing issues for you now, right? And so banishing that energy, cleansing that energy is going to help you purge those old experiences out. Confirmation, it could even help you financially, all right, to bring something in. All right, we have a test is occurring this next upcoming week, and this has something to do with what is challenging you. What is challenging you? You're having to cleanse. That's what's challenging you. So the challenge here is that you don't cleanse as routinely as you should, and you should definitely start picking that up this particular week. They're talking about, you banishing unwanted energies. It's not just about calling in good energies. It's also about creating that boundary, creating those wards and things of that nature that is going to be able to assist you guys um, with this particular healing, okay, and this cleansing energy. So you guys got to really figure out what you're going to do in regards to that. And then we have the healing modalities of bioresonance. So using machine generated frequencies to scan, harmonize the body's energy fields, addressing various health issues. So this could be anything from MRI, CT scans, things of that nature. It could be significant in regards to like scanning the body, but also because we're talking about the energy body, this could be an energetic scan, a routinely energetic scan on your chakras, making sure that you don't have any cracked any cracks, any hooks, any cords or anything like that that can entangle you into a lower frequency. All right. This is all going to help you with growth. Okay. I will also say that you are going to have some sort of hidden support, unseen allies. Okay. This could be in the work environment, some sort of assistance. We have hidden helpers here. And it's actually going to help you with the spiritual messages too. So pay attention to where you get your spiritual messages, because they're highlighting the issues that you're experiencing at this time. Okay, I'm going to cut it short. That's what I got for you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.